right, welcome back, and here we are with part two, continuing this train trip. Boy, there's a lot of robocrosses up and through here. I think I broke a headlight, if you want my honest opinion. I done hit some of the obstacles or snow on the track so much. I think I done definitely broke a headlight. You know, here lately, my job has been in one of those things where there's so much office politics that it's just absolutely absurd. I think you can have a point of you should have like boundaries, and you know you can only go so far with things. And I think the tipping point for me is when employees are being nitpicked for their team statuses, and I'm just so flabbergasted by that, or just like in awe of the stupidity of being nitpicked over team statuses. It's just absolutely absurd. For those of you that's not familiar with it, if you have the Microsoft programs, you have the chatting, the text chatting system called Teams, and you have yourself in different statuses being available, do not disturb, busy, away, be right back, or just completely offline. And a lot of times I put mine on do not disturb. And there's some people that just don't bother getting online, or they just mark themselves offline but still be online. I am just flabbergasted by the fact that they said we cannot have our statuses or do not disturb all day long, which I would never understand that. In a way, I would never understand that. But so what I end up doing is, since you want to play that game, I let the calendar do what it does by telling me or telling everybody, hey, this is, this is my schedule, and I marked myself as, yeah, I did destroy a headlight. You can see, yeah, I destroyed it. You mark yourself as, I mark myself available, but then I let the system change my statuses for when I had things that I need to do, because I do create a schedule. So yes, I do fill in my calendar. So when I'm busy, and when I'm focusing, meaning do not disturb, I definitely have that as part of the automatic changing of the system. And then I just let the system automatically put me on the way when I'm idled for like more than like 2 or 3 minutes. But what I end up doing, because they nitpicked about that, so what I end up doing, put myself available, but still put a status message in there saying, hey, I'm not currently available. I'm doing stuff. I'm documenting, doing different things that I'm supposed to do. And I would check back in at this such time. And then tomorrow at this such and such time. And that's just to make it clear and known that just because that the company is nitpicking employees about statuses, I want you to understand that I'm still not available, even though it shows that I'm available. Because you're not about to get ready to waste my time on some poverty-driven mess. It's what you're not going to do. But it's one of those things I just kind of just sit down and think about, and I'm just like, I could do better than this. So it's going to happen one way or another. Did we just pass the warehouse? We did just pass the warehouse, but I think it would be too far. I have to go to Salzburg warehouse. No, I'm going to go to this one that we just passed. It'll be probably shorter. Not really, but I could go to the main station as well. I think Munich has a passenger station or a warehouse station I can go to get that light repaired and fixed the engine on this locomotive and get some gas. I'm at 53% now. I'm starting to get a little low even for my comfort zone. I wonder if I'm confident enough to leave the HUD dashboard on. If I do that, then I would have to stay in the locomotive, and I would have to know the speed limit as well. But that's the only thing that I'm struggling with right now, is knowing the speed limit and what speed limit is going to come up at some point. Yeah, this would be my trouble spot, one of them. But because I only have 2 wagons, I'm okay. But this would have been when I had the crude oil, there was no way I can get past this, because the hills were so steep and the wagons were so heavy. I couldn't do it. If I had 2 or 3 inches, yeah, I would have been okay. Stubborn little goat, didn't move. We're going up a hill in a minute. Look at that. And only 2 wagons. these hills are serious. But see, that's the logistics of understanding your routes and knowing what contracts to carry out when you're doing this. Because this is a pretty steep hill. Crude oil, 12 wagons, I wouldn't have made this, no matter what type of upgrades I made to this locomotive. And then here's my other complication, would have been my complication right after this station. Yep, here's my complication from this point out. Would be if I had more than, 5 cars, or even at that, 5 cars. If I would have carried out a full contract of like 10 wagons for live cargo, there would have been no way I made this. This is an incline. But now I should have no issue because there's only 2. So I had to think about that when I'm going into these types of situations. Because I'm going to have to do more of these. Because this is just 2 out of the 10 that's needed. There'd be no way I can carry 8. That means I have to break it down again to find the closest amount to be able to carry without carrying over at least 4 or 5. I'm going to say 4 at this point. Here's another steep hill. That's my biggest concern. Not now, but would be if I had a lot of cars. And look at the speed limit. I think I had to get fined once just for, speeding up this hill. I didn't really care anyway, either way. Train has been spotted. Train approaching. I don't know where the next... Yeah, see that. I think I should be okay. I don't think I have to stop as much. There we go, yeah. I should be good. Different contracts there. That's nice. I'm thinking about doing different contracts, but again, it's about, finding the right one. It can't be, a bunch of cars on there, like 5 of this and then 5 of another, or 5 of this and 6 of this, or 4 of this and 6 of this. It has to be balanced out. 2 of this, 2 of that, and that's it. You would think I'm doing these upgrades right, but maybe I'm not. I don't know. I intentionally slowed down to 75 anyway because it wouldn't matter. Going up to 90 miles an hour, it just wouldn't matter. I feel like I'm seeing snow. I mean, not on the ground, but falling. It is snow. See, it's rain, but it's actually snow. So it's gonna look like rain falling, but it's actually snow if you go outside. Well, I was trying to detect it, but I think because of the sun, it's a little hard to see the snow. I haven't seen this in a minute. See, it's hard to see in any given case anyway. Oh, excuse me. Oh, man. A little after 8 on this recording here. Yeah, see, I don't see snow. Normally, I thought you would, but I think you have to get into the nighttime to actually see the snow. Because I see just a little bit. There you go. There's a smaller, better view anyway. It's not all the way there, but you can see just a tad of it. I better go ahead and turn on this cabin light. Is this a main station? It is. I wanted to get some gas while I'm here and prepare that what you call it real quick. Repair some of this engine. So that would be my time to cut and go into a quick break, and then we'll finish up this trip.